Hello everyone, this is Ashley from Ashley's Creations, and I'm back with part 2 of my From the Desk of Stationery set. I'm sorry my last video cut out kind of quickly. I didn't realize how close to the end I was. I'm not really used to doing the voiceover narrations yet. I'm still getting used to it. So I did kind of cut out kind of quickly, but that's okay. So when we last finished, I showed you how to make the outside of the From the Desk of template box, and then I showed you how to make the inside inserts so that you could separate your pens and pencils and note cards. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I made the actual note cards. So I am using the Stampin' Up! Note card and envelope set. You get 25 note cards and envelopes in a set. The envelopes are 3.5 by 5. So you'll get the 3.5 by 10, and you'll get a 3.5 by 5. I'm sorry, there's 7 by 5, so you'll get a 3.5 by 5 note card set. My black piece right here is true black cardstock. It is 3.25 by 4 3/4. I'm going to be using the Papertrey Ink Scribbled Sentiments stamp set, and I'm just doing that hello stamp. I used my embossing buddy to get rid of all the static electricity on there. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in the Encore Gold ink because I want to do some gold heat embossing on this. So I'm using my Wow. It's the glitter one. I can't, metallic glitter sparkle, I think is what that says. I can't read it. But it's the glitter one that has been very popular this season. So I'm just sprinkling that on my card, getting off all the excess. I like to use the storage things that Jennifer McGuire uses for my whites and my silver and all my main embossing powders, but I don't use this one a lot, so it's not one of my mainly used ones. So I'm just using a coffee filter to catch my excess and dumping it back in there. Now I'm going to pull my heat tool aside, or I'm going to pull over my heat tool, and I'm going to let it heat up for a second real quick before I put it onto my paper. I really like this Papertrey Ink sentiment. It's the stamp set. I like the sketchiness of it. I love stamp sets that give you like 5 or 6 different greeting options, so you can make a set of cards and have a different sentiment for each one, and all of the fonts match. I really like that. Plus, the whole sketchy look is in. The whole chalkboard kind of sketchy looking feel is in right now, so I just really like this one. I think it's really good sentiment. So I did do all 5 of these note cards with the word hello on them. So I'm just heating it up. You could kind of see it, the sparkle starting to appear as the embossing powder heated up and melted. Not quite sure what I'm doing at this point. I think my camera kept moving, maybe. Or maybe I'm looking for something. You guys, I actually filmed this video about a month ago, and I'm just now getting to the voiceover, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing at this point. Okay, so I'm just kind of brush off the excess, some of that powder away. I'm going to go ahead and tape it onto my note card. So again, this black piece, oh wait, no, I don't want to tape that on. Sorry. I want to tape on this piece, which is 3 by 2.5. I'm going to put ribbon on. That's why I want to put the ribbon on first before I do that. So again, the black piece was 3.25 by 4 3/4, and that piece is 3 by 2 so that's the 5/8 inch white ribbon, but what did I say? 2.5 by 3 is what that gold foil piece is, and that's the foil that matches the paper on the outside of the stationery set. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it and make a little knot here. So that's why I wanted to do this before I put the adhesive on, and I forgot that I was putting ribbon on. So I'm just making a knot. It's just a note card. If it were an actual card, I might actually have put a real bow, but it's just a little note card, so I decided just to go with a knot. There's so many people out there that hate tying bows and things. But I absolutely love bows, and I think they're so easy. You just gotta kind of finagle them and play with them for a little bit sometimes. I absolutely love the way that bows look on cards, so I usually generally end up putting a lot of ribbon and bows on my cards. They're very girly a lot of times. Okay, so now that I've got the ribbon on, I can go ahead and put the adhesive on the back. I'm just fixing it so that it's right at the bottom of that gold foil piece. Lining it up centered so there's a nice border all around. Okay, so this is the My Favorite Things Scribble Roses outline die and the Scribble Roses die. I used the Papertrey Ink Luxe Gold adhesive sheet to cut the overlay die out, and I used regular Papertrey Ink Stamper Select White to do the actual background of the flower. I've gotten pretty good at lining those up, you guys, because I've done so many of those flowers recently. So now I'm going to take dimensionals and put dimensionals in the back and pop it up. Zooming in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. And then I also cut out some leaves, right? You'll see right there. I cut out some leaves using the Scribble Roses die set, the regular die set, not the overlay one. And those are also from the Luxe Gold adhesive sheet, so I'm just peeling the backing off, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that underneath there. I cut one of the bigger leaves and one of the smaller leaves. I'm also going to, you see some extra leaves in the corner up there, and I put the wrong piece to the side right there. I put the actual piece to the side and kept the backing. Whoops. So that's going to go on the outside of the stationery set and then on the outside of the notebook as well. So that is what the card looks like. I did make 5 of those, so that you can see I've got 5 of them all ready to go into the stationery set. I didn't put anything on the inside. They're just simple hello cards. I couldn't fit all 5 of them in the front there with the bows on them or the ribbons on them, so I put 3 in the front and 2 with the envelopes. They fit pretty well that way. So the next thing I'm going to make is the notebook. I am using a download that I got from Nicole Hetty's blog. It's nicolehetty.typepad.com. And if you go in there, you can just search Take Note, the stamp set that they released several years ago. I want to say back in, like, I don't know, 2010 or even earlier maybe. I don't know. And it is a very old blog post because it's a very old stamp set. It's one of my favorites. I love it. But I just downloaded the template from her blog, and it is the notepad cover. I traced it onto my True Black cardstock. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. The notebooks that I'm using are from Papertrey Ink. You get a pack of 10 for, I believe it's $6. They have vintage cream notebooks, and they also have white notebooks, so you can get either color. The one that I'm going to use with this particular set is the white one. I made a lot of these notebooks for my holiday shows, and I made them into holiday planners. And you guys, I literally sold, like, I want to say maybe like 15 of those things. I sold them for $3. They're easy to make. Very, very simple and easy gift for somebody. Or you can just turn it into, just a regular everyday notebook. So what I did was I scored there at the edge where the flap starts. And then I'm bringing my template back in because this is where you need to score it in order to make it so that the notebook fits inside. So I just use my template to line up in my score or on my trimmer, and I use the scoring blade. And then I bring the template back in. I'm going to line the groove up with the other score line so that way I have the little fold in there. Anyway, so I made, I think I probably sold about at least 15 of these things. So you could make it into holiday planners, or you could just make it into regular notebooks that you can put in your purse. Smart wanted to say hi, so she was up on my desk. She's always on my lap or on my shoulders or on my chair when I'm trying to craft. And that's the only time that she wants to sit with me is basically when I'm busy and I can't pet her. So just shoot her out of the way there. But yeah, they make really cute gifts, because I always need paper, and so if I just have like a little notebook in my purse, it's so much easier to just write things down. So I'm folding the score lines there. It's kind of hard to fold these because the score lines are so close. It's such a small area, so you kind of gotta wiggle with it a little bit. So I'm just burnishing it so that way it'll fold better. Now this video is going to end soon, and I believe in the next video I'm going to go ahead and show you how I finished decorating the box, and also how to make the box that I put inside to hold the post-it notes up. So that will be a part 3 video. So I'm just folding that flap over using some score tape, so that's a little place where people could put receipts or tickets or things like that. So there's the notebook from Papertrey Ink. I'm putting score tape on the back so that it will hold. It's a nice strong adhesive. I want it to stay, so I put several pieces on there so it wouldn't come off when the person was tearing the pages off. I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off, and then I'm going to stick it into the cover. Just trying to line it up as best I can. Getting it right up next to that score line so that it folds pretty well. Now, I had a little bit of overhang because I don't think I scored it very well. So I'm peeling it back off. I'm going to try and move it over a little bit. I think maybe the thing to do would be to put the notebook down and then maybe score right next to your notebook, and then maybe 1/8 of an inch next to that. So there is the notebook cover, and this video is going to end, so I will decorate it in the next video along with the outside of the box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!